You know, if I corner him with all those university types around, he can't refuse to talk to me.
Well, what time do people start arriving?
I imagine about 10. Matthew's going to thank him for the donation on the new building at 11.
Oh, never let it be said that Grant Harrison doesn't know how to make the midday news.
Darling, no sarcasm here. We want a friend of the congressman, remember?
Sorry.
I thought you might want to see some of the shots from the Paris shore.
Oh, Mitch, I'd love to. Come on in. Let's have a look.
What do you have?
Oh, great.
Actually, they turned out better than expected.
Yeah. Oh, I love this one. It's wonderful. Thanks, Martha.
I see the office survived your feast.
What?
Oh, Lucas and Miss Gallant had a picnic last night.
Here? In my office?
Yes. I'm sorry. I guess I shouldn't have said anything.
I'm so grateful that you stayed last night.
I couldn't very well leave after your place had been trashed by some maniac.
Some night for Olivia to stay at Aunt Liz's, huh?
Let's just worry about getting to the press conference for Congressman Harrison.
Well, Matthew, I wish you hadn't felt you had to sleep out here on the couch.
How's my tie?
How long are you gonna stay mad at me?
It's a nice dress you have on today.
Matthew, don't you know how sorry I am about what happened? Oh, I can't stand it when we fight.
Oh, I hate it too.
So? What do you want to do about it? Who is it?
Frankie.
Hi.
Charles, it's good to catch you in. Ooh, young man, aren't we looking spiffy?
Thank you.
Did you want to see me about something?
Matthew called me.
You did?
I did. When you didn't want the police involved, I called Frankie.
Oh, great.
I want her to investigate, find out who broke in here.
Is there a problem with that, Joes?
Morning. How'd my baby sister sleep last night?
I just can't believe I slept in so late.
John's mother stopped by this morning. She is a wonderful woman. Oh, and then John's brother stopped by with his wife. Oh, what's her name?
Donna.
Donna. And that little boy, Mikey. Ooh, we have had a busy morning.
I dreamed about a hospital last night.
You what?
I woke up about 4 in the morning and I had this dream, the same dream that I used to have. It was about a hospital.
Hey, want some fruit with those pancakes? John's already had his
I was
breakfast.
thinking maybe I had the dream because that we were talking about the hospital yesterday.
Charlene. Honey, don't put too much store in dreams. And for heaven's sake, just forget about what we were saying yesterday. Charlene,
No,
please,
Emma, you
honey.
have to tell me more about that time when I was hospitalized. You have to, Emma. You have to tell me the truth.
Excuse me, I'll be at my desk.
Thank you, Martha. Well, would you like to tell me what Martha meant?
Well, there's really nothing to tell.
Nevertheless, I'd like an explanation, as I'm sure Mitch would too.
Well, I told you I had a surprise for you last night. I ordered dinner in, and Fanny came by.
And you were here, alone?
Iris, please, don't start with this, okay?
Just answer the question, Lucas.
I was alone because you never came back. And then Fanny stopped by, and I got a message for you that you weren't coming back, so I had this dinner for two, so we ate it.
Why didn't you mention this to me last night?
Was that important?
Obviously. Well, I don't think I'm the only one who thinks it was important, am I, Mitch?
Excuse me. Got some things to take care of.
How dare you have a tete-a-tete with Felicia in this office?
Wait a second. Felicia came to see you.
Oh, really?
Iris, this is your office, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And it was completely and utterly coincidental and totally harmless.
Then why didn't you mention it last night?
Because I knew you would do this. I knew you'd misunderstand, and I knew you would jump to the wrong conclusions.
Oh, and I suppose you're going to tell me that you didn't have a great little time with your friend.
Yes, I had a good time. But not the kind of good time I would have with you.
I see.
Now listen. Can we drop this? I have to concentrate on Harrison. Are you still with me on that?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Let's go, okay?
Yeah. I can't wait to get to Felicia's restaurant.
Mikey! Be careful!
Honey, come on. It's gonna be okay, really. Mom's gonna take care of them. They're just gonna play. Don't worry.
I don't know how much longer I can take this.
It's gonna be okay.
I'm gonna have a court hearing in a week, and he may not be ours anymore.
Donna, we still stand a real good chance.
Why don't the Millers realize that we can give him so much more?
Well, they don't see it that way.
Then they're fools.
No, they're his parents. Come on, it's a really nice day. I mean, let's just enjoy it, all right? Mikey's having a ball.
Yes. When you and John were outside earlier together, he found the kittens.
I know. He liked it because
Yeah.
he found the kitten.
Yes, he did. And he brought one of them to me, and it was so tiny. It barely had its little eyes open. And he asked me if he could keep it.
Well, what did you say?
I told him it was too young to be taken from its mother.
It's kind of hard for a little kid to understand, isn't it?
Yes, it's hard for me, too. It's hard for me, too, Michael.
I was running down this corridor in the hospital, and all the doors were locked.
Charlene.
But it wasn't like it really happened. It wasn't like a dream. It was just like it really happened.
Hey, why don't you and I figure out what we feel like doing today?
See, it wasn't like it happened to me. Does that make any sense, Emma?
Well, honey, like I said, I don't put too much store in dreams.
It has to be important to my therapy.
Charlene, wait, are you seeing some kind of doctor?
I'm seeing a psychiatrist, Dr. Benson.
Psychiatrist.
Oh, Emma, she's being very helpful.
Honey, you are so beautiful. You don't need to see any kind
What's
of
the
doctor.
matter with
you
my
don't...
seeing someone, Emma?
Listen, you work hard, you live well, and you don't worry too much about your problems.
Quoting Mama, word for word.
Well, it's still the best way to get through this life.
Emma, don't you care about how I feel?
Of course I care, but it's what you do in this life that matters.
Right. I guess that's that. Okay, the coffee's hot. Cream?
It's right on the counter. Honey.
Good. Did you get the copy of Sophisticate I sent you?
Yes, I did.
Isn't she beautiful?
She is beautiful. Yes, but I was kind of surprised that you let your daughter get mixed up in that kind of business.
Well, I was a little nervous about it myself, but Josie has grown. She is able to make her own decisions now.
You really think so?
Yeah, don't you?
Oh, Charlene, she's still just a little girl. I think you, of all people, would know what could...
I would know what?
I think you would know what could happen to a young girl who falls into the fast lane, what it can do to you.
Oh, just about to give up on you.
Glad you didn't. Have a seat.
No, I can't. I can't do it.
Why not?
Well, I'm receiving an award this afternoon for my support in higher education, and then I'm going to meet someone.
Grant, you can't just pretend that you're not ill.
Yeah, but I can't sit around worrying about it all the time either. I mean, after all, time is running out.
Does this woman that you're seeing know about your condition?
No. I mean, why? Why should she?
Because if she doesn't, you're using up an awful lot of energy to keep it from her.
You know, John, I woke up this morning and I was so glad to be alive. I mean, happy to be given one more day.
It's a good attitude.
So I decided, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to live my life, every minute of it, and the hell with the illness.
Not such a good attitude. Look, Grant, although there is no known cure for your condition, it is treatable, at least to the extent that we can slow it down. I'm glad that you're happy, but you've got to take it easy, all right?
Sure. As long as I can spend time with the woman I care about. I'll see you later.
All right. Grant.
Yeah.
Who is this special woman, anyway?
Take care.
Dr. Hudson.
What's the matter?
I just wish you hadn't cleaned the place up.
I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking about that.
And I also think we ought to call the police.
No, really, I don't think so.
Josie, a crime was committed here.
I know. I had the locks changed, and I talked to the security guard downstairs, and he's going to keep a sharp eye on things.
Yeah, right, like he did before.
I told her to call the cops last night.
Matthew, no. I don't need this kind of publicity right now.
We're not talking about publicity. We're talking about safety here.
Easy, Matt. I know what Josie means. All crimes get put on the police blotter. It could easily wind up in the papers.
And can you imagine if Mama saw this, what she would say?
Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't need this right now.
I agree.
Okay, I won't say anything for now. So, what was stolen?
Nothing.
What?
Well, we looked around. Nothing was missing.
Well, that's strange, guys.
Why?
This so-called fan goes through all the trouble of breaking in here. He trashes the place, and then he doesn't even bother to take a souvenir? I mean, that doesn't compute.
Well, maybe something is missing, and I just haven't noticed yet.
Well, you better look around, make sure.
And more than likely, it's something personal.
Listen, I gotta get to the press conference. I hate to leave
Oh,
you.
Matthew is helping to honor a congressman today.
Oh, go for it.
Thanks. Excuse me.
Wait, Matthew, I thought we were going to go over together.
Well, looks like we can't, Johnson.
Matthew, are you still mad at me?
Just talk to Frankie, okay?
No goodbye kiss?
Oh, we haven't been getting along very well lately.
Anything serious?
No, nothing I can't handle.
Good, because I want you both in a party mood by Friday.
Your engagement party?
Yes. And you didn't remember?
Oh, yeah, of course I did. Hey, I can ask Matthew to go. That'll be terrific.
Are you okay?
Don't I look okay?
You look fine. You look great. I mean, you always look so good, it's embarrassing, okay? But maybe this fan hanging around is getting to you or something?
Well, I'm trying not to let it make me crazy. As soon as I work things out with Matthew, I know everything's gonna be okay.
Well, Congressman Harrison, how nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too, Miss Gallant. Out of uniform.
Oh, you know, I was thrilled when I found out you were going to have the press conference here at Topps.
Yeah, so was I.
And your donation to the university is quite impressive.
Well, higher education is very important to the future.
Yeah, I guess so. My stepson is going to give you the formal thank you today.
Oh, really? Is that right?
Yeah. Can I get you a table?
No, thanks. Not right now. I've got to make a few phone calls
Listen,
first.
before you do, I really didn't thank you properly.
For what?
For letting Lucas testify.
Well, the subcommittee needed more information, so that's the only reason I did it.
The problem right now is that no one seems to know what's going on. I mean, are they going to drop the charges completely?
May I be frank?
Yes, please.
I did as you asked. I arranged to have him testify. I didn't agree to a deal. Excuse me.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, you're here very early.
Well, a little bit.
You know, Matthew probably isn't going to present this until about an hour or so.
Well, that's okay. Work was slow.
You're kidding. I thought you said you were swamped.
Well, I was. I got a lot done last night by working late. Did you have dinner?
Dinner?
Yeah, I mean, you did have dinner last night, didn't you?
Sure I did. Listen, let me check with the bartender. He's new, and I'm worried that he doesn't have enough stock. And if he doesn't, then we're not going to ever have this lunch. I'll see you in a minute, okay?
I'm trying to let Josie grow.
Into what?
Into whatever will make her happy.
I see.
She's done very well since we came here. She really has. I'm quite proud of her.
How long's that gonna last?
What?
Charlene, this family knows all about Bay City. Or have you forgotten?
No.
There's nothing but grief. Jason, Janice, and Stephen. Not even to mention what it did to you.
That is all in the past, Emma.
Then what is it going to do to Josie?
Josie will be just fine.
Fine. Fine. I know. Whatever makes her happy. But too often, what young girls think is going to make them happy winds up giving them nothing but pain.
Why are you always so down on everything?
Charlene, don't yell at me.
You are such a downer.
What's gotten into you?
You've gotten into me. You with your doom and gloom talk. Come on, Emma, lighten up. You can smile, can't you? Come on,
Charlene,
smile.
please stop it. Stop it! Charlene, stop it! I haven't seen you like this in years, and this is exactly the way you used to be when you were under pressure. You'd get real nervous, and then you'd act like nothing bothers you, like you didn't have a care in the world.
tied up in knots about things, Emma.
Charlene, this is exactly the way you were when you were in any kind of trouble. Hi, please, just wait. Now listen, Charlene, listen to me. Maybe what you should do is try.
No, don't you tell me what I should do. You were never on my side.
Charlene, that's not true.
Yeah? Then why'd you lock me in that hospital?
I was always on your side.
Honestly, that child. All he can do is talk about the big chestnut horse now.
Well, then I think we should look around and see if we can find a saddle so we can give him a ride on that old chestnut horse.
I told him not to go near it. He's having such a good time.
Yeah, he is. I gotta say, watching him explore, trying to make friends with the animals, reminds me of when John and I were growing up.
Do you ever miss being on the farm?
No, I don't miss being on the farm, but I do miss the stables.
The Hudson stables?
No. Your father's stables. You remember the first day I started working there?
No, but I remember the first day I saw you. I think you'd been working there a few days already.
Well, I remember you from the very first day.
You did?
Oh, yes, I did. I remember I was mucking out the stables and I heard this noise. I stuck my head out and there was this herd of girls walking by, but there was this one girl with the most beautiful black hair I'd ever seen.
It was much too long. I looked like a basset hound.
Oh, yes, but you were beautiful. You know how long it took me to get you to talk to me, huh?
Well, I hardly knew you existed.
Oh, that's not quite the way I remember it.
Oh, how
No.
do you remember it?
I remember this girl with black hair that I used to call Blackie, as a matter of fact, always bugging me about everything I knew about horses and riding.
That's because I wanted to win the ribbon that year.
And you did win, as near as I can recall. As a matter of fact, that was the first time you kissed me.
I kissed you?
Yeah.
When I won the blue ribbon for jumping, you kissed me?
No. I would never have kissed you. Heck, you were the boss's daughter. I was just a servant.
That never stopped you.
After that first kiss, nothing would stop me.
I was sure my father would kill you.
Well, he almost did. I still have the scars to prove it. I'll never forget it.
You know, when you left, I never told you this. I went down to the stables, and I screamed your name for hours and hours and hours.
Well, after I left, all I had were your letters.
My father's letters.
Your father's letters. I don't know why I never suspected that you didn't write them.
We were so young then.
You know, when I left, I said someday I'm going to come back. And that girl's gonna want me. She's gonna love me.
And you came back.
And you loved me. And I loved you. And I still love you. What? What's the matter?
I was thinking about Mikey. You came back. We found each other. We built a good life together. For what?
I even remember you leaving me. You just turned your back and walked away.
I did no such thing.
No?
No. It broke my heart when they told me that you had to stay there.
And how do you think I felt? There are two things I'll never forget about that place.
Charlene, try not to dwell on that.
One was a smell. Sometimes you could get sick just breathing all that disinfectant.
Where are you going? Emma! Emma! Where are you going? No! She's gonna leave me! Let me go! Emma! You're the one who's crazy! Not me! You're the one who's crazy! Not me! Don't leave me! Emma! Emma! Don't leave me!
See if there's some cigarettes in that purse, would you?
You started smoking again?
No, well, no, not really. It's okay, Emma. I got it. It's just all the talk about hospitals that gets me a little jumpy, you know.
That is exactly why I said we should just let it go.
Absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Why rehash all that stuff? Let's just let it stay buried. Especially when John's around, okay?
Of course. What about your therapy?
I'll let you in on a little secret. I am with you when it comes to psychiatrists.
But you just
said...
said...
It's a bunch of garbage. It just keeps John quiet. That's all. And besides, it's not going to last much longer.
Charlene, is there anything wrong between you and John?
Huh.
He's not worried about anything or...
No, Emma, he's not. Look, John just buys into that entire medical rap. You know, that medicine's got the answers for everything. You know, that kind of stuff.
Well, see, I just keep remembering Jason's letters and about this town and how people were and...
Jason never did figure out how to handle people. If that Nicole woman hadn't shot him, somebody else would have. Believe me on that one.
Charlene, you would tell me if there was anything wrong, wouldn't you?
Emma, of course I would. You're my sister.
Good. I'm glad to hear that because I am always here to help you, Charlene, any way I can.
I know.
Okay, now, why don't I go get that material we bought and see about making a new skirt for you?
That would be great.
Good. I'm just gonna run up and get it and I'll be right back down.
Okay. You have got to be kidding me.
Just don't.
Sit around this dump and sew with sister woman? Oh, goody. What's going on at the movies? Gee. Congressman Grant Harrison to receive award. At Tops. That's great. What time? 11. Okay.
Can I get you something to eat?
First, about last night.
What? I ran a few errands, and then I went over to Iris's office to talk to her. I ran into Lucas. He offered me a bite to eat, and then I came back here.
So, you did. You had dinner with Lucas, right?
Hi, how you doing? Do I look great, or
You look
do I look
great.
Very nice.
Hey, how about my voice? I think my glands are swollen or something.
You know what? Your father's very proud of you that you've been chosen to present this to the
Yes,
Congress.
I am. I'm very proud of you.
Where's Josie? She's coming, isn't she?
Yeah, I think she'll make it.
She's not here?
No. No, there's a dean of students. I better go score some points with her.
Okay.
Would you like some company?
Sure.
I have to seat and greet, so go ahead. Good luck.
Thanks.
Speak of the devil and he appears.
Well, excuse me.
Good luck.
Thank you. Good evening, Congressman.
Well, Mrs. Wheeler, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Very well, thank you.
Oh, that's good. You know, I want to congratulate you on your fundraising efforts.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
And of course, what you've done for education, well, that deserves an award.
Well...
Incidentally, we're thinking of doing a cover story in Bravo on a major political figure.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. And I thought maybe you and we could sit down and talk about it sometime.
Haven't we had this discussion before?
This time we're talking about a cover.
Ah,
With
I see.
all the exposure it gives a possible presidential candidate.
Uh-huh. Well, you see, Mrs. Wheeler, your fiancé is still under investigation by the House. Now, cover or no cover, that is not going to change. Excuse me.
Not much luck, I'm afraid. He wasn't exactly overwhelmed.
Doesn't seem to upset you too much.
Listen, if you think you can do better, be my guest.
Excuse me, Congressman Lucas. I don't know if you remember.
I remember you very well, and I don't think we have much to say to each other.
I think you're wrong. I think we have a lot to say to one another.
Hello, Iris. How are you? Look, I know what you're trying to do with Lucas. As of now, it stops. So Luke told you what happened? No, but I found out. Was the food good? I guess what I'm really asking is, how was the dessert?
Oh, Iris, I've always known you were insecure, but this is really ridiculous.
Is it?
Yes. I came to the office to see you, remember? And I had to leave because Courtney walked.
By the way, I heard that Mitch wasn't too happy when he heard.
Mitch knew about last night?
I just think it would be healthier for your marriage if you could stay away from my fiancé.
If you think you're going to push me around, you're going to be a very sorry man.
All I meant was that we need to talk. I'm asking for 1 minute. Is that too much to ask for?
You got 1 minute.
Okay, I testified. I told that committee everything that I know. I'm a changed man. I'm trying to start a new life. One word from you would go a long way towards having that committee drop the charges against me.
So you say you've changed?
Yes.
And I've got just your word for that, right?
Come on, I've made some mistakes. I don't deny that.
Good. Because as far as your word goes, frankly, it doesn't hold a lot of weight.
Nobody's perfect. Are you?
Excuse me.
Hi, I made it.
Hi.
Oh, I would have been so upset if I missed you giving your presentation.
Yeah?
Yes. Everything you do is important to me. Don't you know that?
No, I really don't. Gotta go. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
No,
Are you
I
okay?
am. I'm sorry. Yes, I caught my heel.
Yeah, I know. I could tell. Listen, you know, I know this is an old line, but, you know, you look really, really familiar. Do I know you?
No, but I am a model. Maybe you've seen me in a magazine.
No, I don't think that's it. Are you sure that we haven't met?
I don't think so. I don't go to the university. I'm just here because my boyfriend's giving a presentation to some congressman.
I see. Well, he's a very lucky guy.
The congressman? Yeah, I guess so.
No, not the congressman. Your boyfriend's a very lucky guy.
Oh. Sometimes I can be a little dense.
Well, listen, since we haven't met, my name is Grant.
Oh, I'm Josie. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Josie.
Hello, Dr. Rutherford.
I just received a priority letter from the DTA concerning a request you made to use an experimental drug on Grant Harrison, I presume.
Yeah, I made a request.
Why wasn't I informed?
Hospital regulations don't require that I inform you of such things, and I know what a stickler you are in hospital regulations.
Dr. Hudson, you may think because you have Grant Harrison's ear that you don't have anything else to worry about.
No, I never thought that.
Good, because you're still just a resident.
Yes, I am.
And in the future, you inform me of any further correspondence you have with the DTA.
Fine.
Oh, by the way, your request was denied.
Oh, watch it, will you? Boy, what's wrong with that one?
It's a chronic case of inflated bureaucracy.
Oh, sounds bad.
It is. How are you? Thanks for coming by.
No problem. What's up?
I need some information.
Ooh, you need me to run down some info for you, huh?
No, you already have the info. Just want you to share it with me.
What's that?
About Charlene. About the time she was hospitalized.
You okay?
Yeah.
You seemed to be all right while we were riding down there, and all of a sudden you got really quiet.
I'm fine.
You sure?
Yes, I just want to pick these things up and go home.
Hey, Donna. Please, I'm sorry, all right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you hurt. I'm sorry that I can't do anything to make it better.
I'm just worried.
I know you're worried. You just can't go on like this.
Well, I won't have to much longer, will I, when they take him away from us? I won't have to worry anymore about him at all, will I?
Honey, come on. Cass is a good lawyer.
This is your fault. I never should have let you do this.
What?
You're the one that brought Mikey into our home. I didn't want him. I didn't even like him. But you insisted that we keep him for a while to help Victoria. And then you said that we should adopt him.
Donna, we loved him. We felt...
I didn't love him. I tried to keep him away from me, but you insisted that I get to know him because he was such an angel. You're the one that made me love him. And now that I do, and I love him more than anything in the world, and I would rather die than be without him, they're gonna take him away from me.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for coming. This concludes our presentation, and please join us for some refreshments. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You were terrific.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, Matthew, I was so proud.
Oh, I have to get my picture with the dean before he leaves.
I just remembered. Tomorrow night, Cass and Frankie are having their engagement party out at the farm.
Oh, give them my best.
No, I was hoping that you would go with me. Come on, the whole family's gonna be there. My mother's sister's in town. You haven't even met her yet. And we're engaged too. At least I think we are.
I'll think about it.
Matthew, you can't keep doing this to me.
I don't think I'm the one doing anything here, Josie.
We have to talk. Please. Please come back to my apartment with me.
Okay, give me a minute.
Sure.
Hey, how's the heel?
Oh, fine. I am a little bit embarrassed, though.
Why?
Well, I didn't realize that you were the congressman that Matthew was giving the award to. Felt a little stupid.
No, you shouldn't feel that way at all. Just you're young and you're serious about other things, that's all.
But still.
Well, I'm serious. I'm serious. I mean, you're just... Well, you're very real.
What do you mean?
Well, sometimes I get a little overwhelmed by those Washington phonies that I have to deal with from time to time.
Well, then I'm glad I'm not one of those.
So am I. Listen, I hope I get to see you again soon.
I'd like that.
All right, you take care.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, it seems as if the congressman was very impressed with you.
I didn't even know who he was when I first met him.
No, he liked you. Maybe you should cultivate that.
I should? How do I do that?
You ready?
Yes, fine.
Hello, Iris.
Hello, Josie. Come on, let's go.
Think about it.
You did great.
So, did you get your picture taken?
Yeah. You ready?
Anytime you are.
I'll see you later.
It's very nice.
Bye, honey.
Bye.
You were wonderful.
Stay in
Bye.
touch.
Bye,
You
Josie.
too.
Why didn't you tell me
Tell you what?
that you knew that I had dinner with Luke all along?
Because I wanted to hear it from you.
There was nothing to tell you. We just had some food together. That was it.
Then why didn't you just tell me that last night when you came in?
Because I thought maybe you might take it the wrong way.
Well, I might have. But we won't know now, will we?
Oh, come on.
Look, I'm not the one that's keeping a secret. I'm not the one that had dinner with Lucas. What is going on between the two of you?
Nothing is going on.
Obviously, you're still interested in him.
As a friend, just like you and Rachel, I hardly talked to him today.
But you wanted to.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, Mitch.
I've been looking for you.
Have you?
Yes.
You glad to see me?
Yes, I'm very glad to see you.
Good. I wouldn't be anywhere else.
Frankie, I'm not asking you to reveal any deep, dark secrets.
But see, I was only a little kid when Charlene was in the hospital.
How old?
I don't even know. All I remember is that she came to visit us one summer, and that's about it. You know, the person you should be talking to is Mama. And they're sisters, and she'd know.
Emma is not really inclined to talk about such things.
It's Mama all over, isn't it? Don't wash your dirty laundry in public.
If I only had the name of the hospital, I could give it to Dr. Benson. I'm sure it would help.
Who's Dr. Benson?
Charlene's therapist.
Well, John, I'm really sorry. I wish I could help.
It's all right. I appreciate you coming by. Thank you.
Thanks, no problem. See you soon?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know, if Charlene was hospitalized near the farm, there's only one hospital.
You know the name?
Yeah. St. Raphael's. If Charlene were hospitalized years ago, that would be the place.
So, Matthew, will you go
What?
to Frankie and Cass's party?
Josie, I'm not really in a partying mood. Besides, I have a lot of studying to
I'd
do.
feel a lot safer.
Okay.
Great.
Maybe being around your family will help you get a little perspective.
Oh, Matthew, it's this fan business. I'm just scared.
Right.
Everything's gonna be okay. I promise.
I gotta get to class.
Olivia's not gonna be staying here tonight. Will I see you later?
Yeah, sure. Bye-bye.
Bye.
The whole idea of influencing Grant Harrison was a waste of time.
Maybe not.
What?
Maybe Grant Harrison is just a very interesting type.
What are you talking about?
Oh, come on. Nobody is squeaky clean as that guy pretends to be.
True.
And he's got a weak spot, and I'm going to find it.
Dr. Howard, this is Dr. Hudson in Bay City, Illinois. I'd like to know if you still have any records on Charlene Watts. She was admitted a little over 20 years ago and was released after a short stay. Watts, W-A-T-T-S, Charlene. Right. Yeah, I'd appreciate it if you'd look.
You've got to tell me what happened.
Today?
No, not today, silly. I saw you get the award. No, I mean yesterday.
Oh, that. I just...
Yeah,
It was just a silly allergic reaction, that's all.
Grant, you looked awful.
You know what it was? It was the red wine.
What?
The wine. I mean, the doctor told me not to eat cheese or drink any red wine while I was taking this medication. Well, I forgot, and I got this world-class headache, but it's okay now. It's all right.
You sure?
I'm positive. So I want you to forget it. I'm just glad that you care as much as you do.
You know I do.
You know what? We never got a chance to finish our conversation.
Oh, you mean about Anne?
Sort of. I just realized that Anne is not what I want for the rest of my life. But you are. And I want to be with you always.
That's wonderful.
That's wonderful? That's not quite the reaction that I had expected. I feel a little bit like, maybe I just lost a primary.
No, please don't feel that way. Don't feel away. It's not that. It's that.
There's somebody else, isn't there?
Did you really mean what you said? You want to be with me?
Absolutely.
The only man I care about is standing right in front of me.
But what?
There was another man.
Who?
Nobody important. After tomorrow night, it'll just be you and me.